Do you believe in miracles?
Gold Dust Story Part 1.
When I was a teenager, I was a part of the Canadian Prairie Youth Movement. This was basically a bunch of teenagers through youth conferences, camps, and youth groups getting really into Jesus. And during that time, I knew a lot of people that were experiencing miracles. One guy said that while he was in a trance, he ascended into heaven for 5 minutes. And I was always skeptical to a point. I did believe people at face value. If someone said something, I believed that that was what they experienced. It wasn't till maybe 15 years later when I would talk to people that I would learn, okay, some of these stories were made up. The guy who claimed to have gone to heaven, he admitted he made that up to me. Now, even I, at that time, had experiences that some said, oh, look, this is a miracle because this and this happened. And I was always like a little cynical. So I say, well, maybe that could have been God, or maybe it could have been a coincidence, or maybe it could have been this, or maybe it could have been that. But there's one instance that I was never able to give an explanation of. And I've thought about it all these years. I was at Moose Lake Pentecostal Bible Camp. I was counseling with my friends at a kids camp. The speakers / entertainers / worship team that year, I think they were called the Marshmallow Group or something like that. They were really big on miracles, and they were really big on children being able to access miracles. They told us tales of someone who only had a stump on their leg, it growing out, and feet and toes popping out from nowhere. And they encouraged the children to pray unceasingly. And so at the end of the service, there would always be this open-ended time for prayer that could go for really as long as you wanted. Sometimes people stayed and prayed for 15 minutes after. Sometimes people didn't stay to pray at all. Sometimes people stayed and prayed for hours after. It was during one of these moments that I was outside of the tabernacle with my friend Stan. These children come running out of the tabernacle and they say, there's gold dust, there's gold everywhere, there's gold dust. And they are showing us their hands. They're like, look, there's gold dust in our hands. And we're looking at their hands and we're like, well, that's sweat, you know. But we thought we'd go check it out. Let me know if you want to hear more about the gold dust miracle.